This is actually going in. Hi. Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to 100 Days of Horror. Now it's going. Hello, fellow geeks. Welcome to 100 Days of Horror, day 10. I know it says day 10, and it's actually about 20 in, but I was on vacation for a week, and I wasn't able to load up anything while I was there because I'm having issues with my external hard drive, which is why I'm doing this as a webcam instead. So that's why things are a little bit different. The sound might be a little off. I want to look down at the screen. I gotta remember to look at the webcam itself. So I do apologize about that. So since we're going live, it's things a little bit different than normal. Normally you do takes about 15 minutes to do like a 3 to 5 minute video. So I have a lot of mistakes, diatribes, things I gotta cut. So everything's gonna be a little more off the cuff here. So I do apologize about any mistakes or pauses or weirdness along the way. But this is 100 Days of Horror, day 10, Stranger Things, season 3, which is available on Netflix, as everyone in the world is aware. If you're watching this, you've probably already seen the season because no one really wants to come into Stranger Things spoiled. I'm trying to avoid going into spoilers so much, but it might be unavoidable in some cases. I do have a drink of water real fast. Sorry. Yeah, there we are. As I'm a big fan of Stranger Things, I have been since the beginning. The first one came out the same day as Ghostbusters 2016. Went to see that, loved it. Here comes the hate. Don't at me, right? And then I immediately came home and watched the first episode and wanted to watch the rest of it then, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I was tired as hell. Woke up the next day and watched the rest in one swift go. And I have a review on not on City of Geek, but a geeknamedbob.com, my former website. I'm going to shut that down here soon, so I might copy that review over so I can attach it to this particular file on City of Geek. So cityofgeek.com, go there if you're coming to us from any other way. So this is 100 Days of Horror. It says day 10, which myself and other members of City of Geek and a couple of our friends watch 100 horror films we haven't seen in the course of the 100 days leading up to Halloween, if you're confused about that. So normally we have a little bit of a not video, but a little bit of a graphic for that. So I do apologize for not having that today. So Stranger Things season 3, I think, is the second best season. The first one is the best. I said I loved it from the beginning. It really hit all my notes. Steven Spielberg, Stephen King, other Stevens. As someone born in 1982, there's a lot of movies that I remember watching growing up. Now, people born in the 70s, or older, since the characters actually in the show. This is definitely more of their childhood. It's more my childhood, seeing it through the television and movies that came out during that time. But it's still something that I really appreciate a lot. I love Amblin Entertainment. I have a Stephen King stuff going on this channel. Eventually, you'll have the next video coming up for Salem's Lot. Now that my hard drive is having issues, we'll see how long it takes. I was almost done with it. Blah, 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 blah. Now, that's when I lose all my other viewers if anyone's actually watching this after the fact. Now, I know I have no viewers for this while it's going live. That's something I know. I don't expect anything for that. But if you're watching this otherwise, please stick around. I do apologize about any issues here. Now, the best thing about Stranger Things so far has been the characters. These feel like actual people that were frozen in 1983, woken up in 2016, and made to continue their lives in front of the cameras, to continuing it as they should in the 80s. These kids are wonderful. The adults are wonderful. All the new characters they've added in the last 2 seasons have all felt natural to the environment that they're in, and that's something I really appreciate about that. This didn't work. These kids didn't work as well. They didn't have the chemistry that they do. They feel like they're actual friends, actual kids, just living their lives, that didn't have this monsters and everything coming in, everything that happens weird in Hawkins and around them. But even the new characters added in seasons 2 and 3 are solid characters. Bob, rest in peace, Bob. Forget good Doctor Paul Reiser, and then Max and Billy in season 2 meshed right on in, and I feel like they've been there the entire time. And that's especially true for the characters in season 3. Our new additional Robin is Steen Stiller, played by Maya Hawke, the daughter of Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman. You can definitely see her mom in the performance and her looks and everything. She feels very much like a mini version of Uma, but she really rocks it. She comes out strong. If she wasn't even related to them, I think she still have a great career ahead of her. She was also in Once Time in Hollywood that came out a couple weeks ago, and she had one scene there, and she really kills it there. She's definitely Seen Steeler taking a lot of the scenes from Steve and Dusty, who of course have amazing chemistry. They're together with Lucas's little sister on their little adventure, and everyone else on their own, and Hopper and Joyce are on there. That's maybe an issue I do have this series, of this particular season, is that all the characters are separated off into little groups doing their own 4 different parallel stories, baby stepping along the way, because they can't get too far ahead of each other as they start to solve their individual mysteries that eventually do coalesce into that big mystery. So I do have that issue where in which the story does take a while to really get moving. We do have bits here, but so much of it in the first half is just the characters interacting and doing what they're doing, which is nice because I said they do have great chemistry, and I do love seeing these characters over the course of the 24 hours of the show is between the 3 seasons and like the 8 to 10 episodes each time. That is definitely a strong point, but the first half of the season almost feels like they're writing for Tumblr, like they're writing for Twitter, they're writing for these reactions so you can share them, rather than the actual plot, which does take a little bit, but I did enjoy it ultimately. Again, just like the previous seasons, the Duffer Brothers influences are on the sleeve. We get a lot of The Thing, then other pod people type shows like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and there's even a lot of Terminator in here with new Russian characters. Now we bring in the Cold War and the Russians. So just our government's up to something weird, the Russians are up to it, and so we get a little back and forth of that, of what they're doing to counteract what we're doing in Hawkins. So you get a new character for Alexei. He's wonderful. Looks like Eddie Deason. I don't know why they didn't get Eddie Deason. Maybe he's too old. Maybe he doesn't want to do it. Maybe he couldn't do the accent right. But the guy reminded me of him the entire time. Justice for Alexei. Oops, spoilers. When I went to Santa Cruz Boardwalk over vacation, made sure we had a corn dog for Alexei. Carrie Elwes is also a new character. He's kind of wasted as the mayor. He probably could have cut completely out. Ultimately, Joyce and Hopper, they do have a great relationship that does kind of get tired over time, and even the conspiracy theory character from last time does jump in to get on him for that. But overall, it's a really strong season, as much as I'm complaining about the lack of plot development for a lot of it. The strengths way overdue over the weaknesses. It's better season 2, which really had a lot of time where it really wasn't moving forward, where they felt like they were trying to replicate season 1 and follow through. I kind of wish they went with the anthology stories, which I thought they were going to do after the first season. Maybe new sets of characters, completely new plot. American Horror Story, maybe same actors. But we are just continuing on. I really hope that now in season 4, which will be the last season, we do have a completely new story that doesn't really follow up on this one, because it feels like this Mind Ripper story in the Upside Down, everything is kind of reached its point. Now we'll look forward to seeing where they go. It'd be cool. As much as I love everyone and all the actors, because actors are all perfect, it'd be actually kind of cool to maybe jump to maybe now like It style, with new actors playing everyone as an adult in their 50s. To kind of do a little bit of the magic. But honestly, I hope they don't do that. I do want to see more of everyone season 4. But Netflix's season, Stranger Things season 3 it's just as iconic as seasons 1, a little bit of season 2, feeling it on its own, but also with a lot of fun, a lot of great character moments. The plot could be a little better, but the ending is fantastic. The last 2 episodes just really, really get things moving. But thank you for putting up with the different style here. Like, comment, subscribe. Go to citygeek.com, see what everyone is working on, or our Facebook page to see the updates for not just the members of City Geek, but the about dozen or so people who are following through on 100 Days of Horror. Join us, post what you're doing, and I'll put it on the website. And we'll see you next time. So I'm put up a bunch of reviews today, and I can caught up. I realized, oh wait, I don't have to wait for my hard drive. I can just do it streaming. So next up will be Jigsaw for day 11. I have day 20 now, I think. So I do have about 10 things I can follow up on. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Now, how do I close this? This is the first time I've done this in stream.